E aí pessoal, Aloba na área, trazendo vocês mais uma livezinha de Mass Effect. E aí Luan, boa noite, tudo bom? Como você está nessa quinta-feira? E a gente já vai direto pro jogo, porque o jogo já tá aberto. Porque eu estava pegando... Deixa eu ver se ele aparece aqui, ainda não, peraí, só fazer uns entras dos negócios aqui. Ele já está aberto. Então fica mais fácil da gente... Eu tava catando uns bagulhinho dos planetinha, aí isso ajuda um pouco. Áudio do jogo tá aqui, tá tudo certo, maravilhoso, tudo beleza. Hoje nós vamos fazer o quê? Vamos resolver essa missão da Tali, vamos resolver também da Samara, se dá tempo, e por fim, quer dizer, por fim não, que a gente vai começar pelo da Jack. O dia hoje pra mim foi bem parado, e pra você, pra mim foi de boa. Pra mim foi de boa, aula de manhã da faculdade, de tarde resolver umas coisas e aí agora foi tranquilo. De fazer as coisinhas aqui, eu achei meio... faltou um pouco de tempo de explorar mais lugares. Mas pelo menos, antes da gente começar a ir pros lugares, deixa eu só ver se vocês têm a atualização. Deixa eu ver, melhorias da Normandy.
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
Deixa eu ver se esse é o
I've got the best armor available. The rest is outside my expertise, Commander.
Ok,
We'll talk
acho que a
later.
gente não tem nada por
Commander.
enquanto. Porque... Veja bem. Eu atualizei tudo que consegui atualizar. Tem esses aqui que, né... São... esse aqui eu acho que eu consigo pegar a melhoria se eu achar platina. Esse aqui eu acho que eu tenho que achar a melhoria em si, né? Então, algumas coisas, primeiramente de nada nós não temos, por enquanto, e os protótipos só tenho reciclar poderes e avançar. E aí, Chorão, tudo bom? Eita, ô Shepard, eu tô apertando o W, ela tá indo pra trás.
Shepard, how can I help?
Deixa eu ver se tem alguma melhoria.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Sorry, have done what I can. Focusing on studying collector tech now.
I'll
Beleza,
let you
nada
work.
demais aqui
We'll be
com
here if you
ele.
need me.
Vamos conversar com o resto da galera. Estou bem, e tu? Também estou bem. É isso aí. Vamos alimentar El Peixito. Os peixes vão ficar gordos, tudo com alimento eles. Então eu tenho algumas coisas pra fazer, que é passar... Vamos vir aqui que tem bastante gente. Que é passar em algumas cidades, comprar melhorias, comprar coisas, né? Pra gente tá aí... Eu atualizei tudo que eu consegui atualizar por enquanto. Vamos ver se o pessoal tem alguma coisa pra comentar. E aí, Kazumi?
Hey, Shepard.
Alguma coisa?
The word is that Garrus really likes you. I can never tell.
É,
for sure.
filha, você visse.
I think you should go for it. A lot of people want to see you two together.
Ah lá, nós temos até fanfiqueiros aqui fazendo fanfic da gente.
I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine.
É,
Edie
senhora.
has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer.
É, senhora. Acho que aqui está o Tane. Moço, tem alguma melhoria aí pra nós?
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
Tô no carro pelo celular, vim buscar a Alice, daí eu vou ficar mais quieta. Ah, tranquilo, Chorão. Não fica olhando pro celular quando dirige.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
I've already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional suggestions.
Obrigado, senhor. Acho que não tenho mais nada.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Isso aí, importante é estar presente. Só não presta atenção no celular quando dirige. Bora ver se a Miranda tem alguma coisa também. Nós temos bastante coisa pra fazer aqui hoje.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Estados Normandy?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
Tá, acho que não tem mais nada
I'll
pra
let you work.
resolver.
Of course, Commander.
Tá, quem mais? O Garus. Aí a gente tem a Garus, tem a Samara. E aí, só a Jack lá embaixo.
Shepard, need me for something?
Deixa Deixa eu ver, ele não tem mais nada.
Have you got
Conversar,
a
alguma
minute?
coisa diferente.
Definitely. Part of me still thinks we're crazy for even considering blowing off steam. But I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us before we throw ourselves into hell for the good of the galaxy.
Eu sinto mesmo. Por que eu quero ser sua amiga? Como assim, meu filho?
I want that too, Garrus.
Glad to hear it. I'll do some, research and figure out how to, you know... Okay, that sounded bad.
O Garrus, como fazer coisinhas com seres humanos? Como aliviar a tensão com seres humanos? Como funciona o corpo do ser humano? Senhora, eu já
How may I
atualizei.
help you, Commander?
Alguma coisa assim? Não.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander?
Vamos ver se a Samara tem alguma coisinha. Sei que agora eu ativei o cirurgias, curar cicatrizes. Cura permanente de cicatrizes faciais e remove os traços de planetários. Não. Vamos ficar todos com cara de craquelado aqui, ó. Orgulho de ser craquelada. Vamos só terminar com a Samara aqui. Aí a gente vai seguir pro nosso caminho. E aí, moço, tudo bom?
I hope we can go to Omega soon.
O que você queria mesmo? Assim, a gente
I'll
já
think
vai,
about
moço.
that. Meanwhile, I have to go.
Of course.
Confia, senhora. Ela não tem nada de atualização. Então só vamos embora. Não vou encher o saco da Jack, tá? Porque ela tá lá embaixo. Ah, a Tali também, né? Mentira, tem a Tali. Deixa eu ir lá pra baixo, falar com a Tali. Ah, não precisa falar com eles. Ah, mas vou sim, vou falar assim. E aí, Tali? Conta pra nós.
Whenever we have time, I've gotten the migrant fleet's location.
Deixa eu ver, o Diego pediu pra dizer que o Garrus vai te calibrar logo logo, bicho.
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
É, melhorias de arma e de nave. Olha, a gente pode fazer a pesquisa já. Pesquisar. Prontinho, senhora. Já
Whenever
está
we have time, I've
melhorado.
gotten the migrant fleet's location.
Mais alguma coisa?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
My shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much more I can do.
Beleza.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
A gente já fez o que tinha que fazer. Vamos ver com a Jack. A gente já fez aí uns escudinhos. E o Zaid acho que não tem nada pra falar. Ele não tem nem opção, não vou nem perder tempo pra falar com ele.
I need to get to Pragia, Shepard. Soon.
A gente já tá
I'll think
chegando,
about
senhora.
that. Meanwhile, I have to go.
Vamos resolver os problemas
Yep.
dele e aí a gente já vê isso aí. Acho que não tem mais nenhuma coisa. Deixa eu ver, já falei com todo mundo, basicamente. Isso aí, bora então para resolver os problemas da Jack. Ai, ai, Garrus Calibrador. Oh, e o Joker? Só pra desencargo de consciência, quero falar com ele. Aí, Joker. Como está?
Commander,
Nada. O
I
dedão
assume
de novo,
everything's
tá
going well up
quebrado?
here?
good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Ai, meu Deus, ele sempre fratura o dedão, apertando pra... Podia mudar pra outra coisa, né? Tipo, ah, eu tô de boa. Não, é, eu fraturei meu dedão. Eu sempre fraturo meu dedão. É, a gente já está no local. Porque vocês estão vendo aqui que eu já, né, fiz algumas coisinhas aqui antes da live começar. Vamos então entrar em órbita. Fazer o da Jack. Vamos dar, obviamente, a senhora Jaqueline. E a gente vai escolher quem, ó. Ó, vou bem o negocinho. Vou bem as duas bem loucas ali, ó. Kazumi e Jack, imagina. O estrago que vai ser esse. Negócio aqui, ó, de sombra. Isso aí, ó. Jack, por enquanto, a gente vai guardar. Eu já arrumei as coisinhas delas ali.
I forgot how much I hate this place. See the landing pad? Has to be on the roof, or the vegetation would overgrow it in a few hours.
Shepard, I am picking up thermal signatures everywhere,
Por que ela tá de capacete?
Something's distorting the sensors.
This was a secret Cerberus facility.
Yeah. They build their equipment to last. Assholes. It was a mistake coming back here,
Bora.
Shepard.
When we start a mission, we finish it.
Yeah, okay. Let's get on the ground.
O que eu atualizei, mas eu acho que eu devo ter deixado o capacete com a Shepard sem querer. Ai, tem coisa ruim, Luiz. É, eu acho que eu deixei o capacete com ela. E bora nós! Temos alguma coisa ali? Não. Não. É só a gente seguir mesmo. Ai, que chuvinha maravilhosa! Aí vai esfriar aqui. Vamos queimar este lugar, senhora. Mas que a gente consiga escapar de preferência depois, né?
I never saw this room. I think they brought new kids in these containers. They were messed up and starving, but alive. Usually.
This is unbelievable.
É, senhora. O objetivo aparentemente tá pra lá, então aqui tá mais de boa pra gente seguir. Painel.
Man requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious. When we get results, he won't care what we did. But if he knew, he won't find out. The elusive man requested operation logs again.
Sounds like this facility turned its back on Cerberus.
He didn't say what they were hiding from the elusive man.
É.
I remember escaping to this room, fighting here. I saw sunlight through the cracks in the ceiling. Only a half-dead guard between me and freedom. He was begging for his life.
Meu Deus, será que eu tô indo pro caminho certo? Ela está falando demais. Ih, rapaz. Não, agora eu tô indo pro caminho certo, calma. Sinto que eu estou indo pro caminho correto. Deixa eu voltar lá. Olha lá, caixa fechada. Que isso, que foi? As calibrações do Garus. Então, será que existe internet nesse lugar? Quer dizer, deve ter internet, né? Para ver certos sites estranhos dos seres humanos. Imagina ele vai procurar as coisas dos seres humanos em sites estranhos. Ah, eu errei à toa. Vou fazer tudo de novo. Ai, droga, eu ia voltar pra cima. Nossa, tô muito ruim desse negócio aqui hoje, hein? Ah, era só crédito que eu ia pegar? Ah, tá. Ah, tá. Então vamos pro nosso caminho. Pelo menos é dinheiro. Pelo menos é dinheiro. Simbora. Se a gente subir ali, será que a gente consegue? Não, tá caído. Eu ouvi uns barulhos aqui.
We've been spotted.
Oh, oh, não uns, ouvi vários. Já morreu? A porta.
This looks like an arena.
That's right. They used to stage fights here, pit me against other kids. I loved it. Only time I was ever out of my cell.
Vamos saber pouco mais sobre quais são as razões da luta.
What were they studying?
Hell if I know. Maybe that's how they got their kicks. I never understood anything that happened here.
E a frequência?
How often did they do this?
I was in a cell my whole life. Sometimes they took me out and made me fight, filled me with drugs, other stuff. Time gets funny in a cell.
E a natureza das lutas?
Did other children die in these fights?
I was a kid, filled with drugs. I got shocked when I hesitated. Narcotics flooded my veins when I attacked.
Ih, rapaz.
What the hell was wrong with those people?
I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
They actually rewarded you for attacking.
I still get warm feelings during a fight.
Isso aí.
Let's keep moving.
Hell yes.
Como transformar a pessoa numa pessoa doida? E se o Mordin tivesse aqui? Será que ele ia comentar de... Isso é muito antiético! Isso não pode acontecer. As pessoas são loucas.
Security Officer Zimkel, Telton facility. The subjects are out of their cells. They're tearing the place up. Subject 0 is going to get loose. I need permission to terminate. I repeat, permission to terminate. All subjects besides 0 are expendable. Keep Jack alive. Understood. I'll begin the...
That's not right. I broke out when my guards disappeared. I started that riot.
Ou não.
It looks like there was a lot you didn't know.
The other kids attacked me, the guards attacked me, the automated systems attacked me. That doesn't leave lots of room for interpretation.
Tá bom. Ah, e aí, pessoas, quinta já consideraram do final de semana, hein? E aí, Reina, tudo bom? Pois é, né? Já, ó. Estamos chegando no final de semana. Quinta é um
This place
dia, né?
is supposed to be empty. Who the fuck shot that Baron? It's a fresh kill.
É, filha, deveria estar... Deveria. Está, não. Quinta-feira quase final de semana. Isso é bom porque você fala, nossa, cara, tá quase chegando. Aí domingo à tarde você fica, ah, não. De novo, não. Bora.
Trouble incoming!
Ai! Do nada. O que os caras estão fazendo aqui? Tem alguém lá em cima, hein? Não? Tem.
Kill that Krogan!
Caraca, Jack! Mó louca ela aqui, cara. Aí. Poxa! Poxa! Do nada, os malucos aqui. Mas de novo, senhor. Pode parar com isso.
Why'd they need a morgue? This was a small facility.
I'm saying these tables are the perfect size for little kids. Dissecting children.
Eu acho que eu estou traumatizada.
Bullshit. I had the worst of it and I made it out alive.
Eu acho que a gente tá traumatizando a Jack. Eu acho que a gente tá traumatizando a Jack. A Jack tá... Oh meu Deus, as crianças! E a Jack não. Não, a Kazumi, desculpa. A Jack já é traumatizada. A gente tá traumatizando a Kazumi. A Kazumi tá tipo... Oh não, as crianças! As crianças! Pronto, isso aqui foi mais rápido que antes. Será que alguém já tentou ler o que são essas coisinhas aí?
So strange to be back here. I feel like
Aí é só coisas aleatórias, né?
I'm a dangerous bitch, but then I'm a little girl again. Shit, it's complicated. Let's just go plant that bomb.
É, feelings, senhora, feelings.
Get ready.
Que é isso, meu filho? Ah, ele tá com... Ah, parou, né, meu querido? Dá pra entrar nesse lugar? Ai, que susto, mulher! Não atira na minha cara assim. Caraca, mó de boa ela dando tiro do nada ali. Kazumi é mais nova do esquadrão Com 21 anos, então ela tem muito o que ver ainda. Tem muito o que ver ainda.
They kept kids here?
Tem muito o que ver. Vamos traumatizar a Kazumi. Vai, Kazumi, traumatiza com a história da Jack.
It's a two-way mirror. My cell is on the other side. I could see all the other kids out here. I screamed at them for hours, and they always ignored me.
É, senhora, aparentemente elas não te viam, não te ouviam. Ela ia comentar alguma coisa, a cutscene cortou. Ótimo.
Entry 1054, Telton facility. The latest iteration of Pergnum went poorly. Subjects 1, 4, and 6 died. No biotic change among the survivors. We lowered core temperatures of surviving subjects, but no biotically beneficial reactions occurred. As a side effect, all subjects died. So we'll not try that on Zero. I hope our supply of biotic potential subjects holds up. We are going through them fast.
This is bullshit. They weren't experimenting on the other children for my safety.
This whole place was built to turn you into what you are.
You don't get it, Shepard. I survived this place because I was tougher than the rest. That's who I am.
Então encontre força nisso, senhora.
You move on. Harder and tougher.
Então... Sabe o que isso aqui tá me lembrando? Aleatoriamente, Stranger Things, só que sinistro.
It's all fallen to pieces. The subjects are rampaging and Zero is loose. We're shutting Telton down. What a disaster. We'll infiltrate and piggyback onto the Alliance's Ascension program. Hopefully, that will give... What? Zero, wait!
Shepard, they started up somewhere else.
Ascension is an Alliance program. It's a school for biotic kids. They don't torture children there.
A lot of this isn't the way I remember it.
Era uma criança, senhora. Ó o plot, né? De repente ela vai para o mundo invertido agora.
You couldn't have known.
Maybe. We're getting close to my cell, the place I came from. Let's keep going.
Ai, droga, eu passei por um que eu não vi ali. Será que Stranger Things, os caras jogaram Mass Effect e falaram, gostamos da Jack. E se a gente fizer uma história menos pesada com esse plot? E colocar uns aliens bizarros de um outro mundo. Já viu? Stranger Things copiou Mass Effect. A outra já tá mirando em mim.
Hey, Aresh, it's Kira. Yeah, the intruders are here. You want them dead? We have to talk creds. You promised us lots of salvage, but this place is a waste. Fine, we'll put him down. Then I'm coming in there and we're gonna talk salvage.
Por que está aqui, senhor? Não, passa pra luta.
You're in my way.
Get them! Kill them on my own.
A gente fala menos e atira mais.
Nothing can stop me.
Pra quem saber o que é... Ai, Kazumi tem que colocar essa roupa aí. Eu nunca fui pra ela. A Jack passa a missão toda com olhos marejados e eu tô com óculos nela, né? Quebra clima. É isso que os renegados fazem. É isso que os renegados fazem. Atrapalha a emoção dos outros. Ah, eu vou avançar. Preciso de bala. Algo. Ah, não, é só aqui. Calma.
Only room left is my old cell. Whoever Aresh is, he's in there. I want to plant the bomb there anyway. Might as well do it on his corpse.
É, querida. O bagulho é louco. É muito bom que eu posso ficar sempre dando essa desculpa. Não, porque eu sou renegada e essas coisas acontecem porque eu sou renegada. Oh, meu Deus. Bora. Vamos dando F5. Vai lá, chora com seu óculos.
Come out. We know you're here.
Vem, moço. Vamos
Who
conversar.
are you? My name is Aresh, and you're breaking into my home. I know you, Subject Zero. So many years have passed, and I thought I was the only survivor.
My name is Jack. How the hell do you know me?
We all knew your face, Jack. They inflicted horrors on us so their experiments wouldn't kill you. You were the question, and I'm still looking for the answer.
E por que você está aqui, meu querido?
Why did you come back?
I hired these mercs and came back almost a solar year ago. We're rebuilding it piece by piece. I'm gonna find out what they knew, how to unlock true biotic potential in humans. I'm restarting the Telton facility. It will be beautiful.
Mas,
I
senhor,
wanted a hole in the ground. He's trying to justify what happened by using it?
serviço, Jack. Tá, e como você escapou, meu querido?
This place was like a prison. How'd you get out?
We all attacked at once as they were taking us to the lab. They would have put us down, but then Jack got loose. When I came to, it was over. The guards, the scientists, and the kids were all dead. And you were gone.
I stopped it. All of it. Maybe the others did have it bad, but what you're doing is just messed.
Everything we went through must have been worth something.
Ashley. Eu vou chamar de Ashley agora. Ashley! Vai começar novamente,
You
senhor?
did the
Como
same
assim?
thing to new kids. Wasn't this forced on you?
Some were bought from poor families on Earth or kidnapped from colonies. Most ended up here the way I did. Batarian pirates. They did such horrible things to us. They must have had good reasons.
There's no reason good enough. Are you nuts? You lived it.
É, vamos explodir, e aí?
We can blow up the place, but that still leaves him.
Você vai atirar
What do we
nele,
do with
senhora?
another you?
That's easy.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
Fuck that.
Vai, mata,
You're here to
mata!
erase your past. He's part of that.
Shit.
Ah,
Is this
era o
right?
outro, né, que eu tinha que ter
Will killing
escolhido.
fix my head?
You're a killer, Jack. That's what you do.
Vai, atira,
Yeah.
atira. Yay! Podia ter escolhido outra, que foi tão rápido o negócio que eu falei.
Good.
Isso aí, moça.
Bullet in the head solves everything.
I know that now. This room was my whole childhood. Give me a minute to
Foi
look
tão
around.
rápido que eu falei, vai,
ahead.
atira, atira.
Nothing's changed, but it's all different.
E se eu fazer isso aqui, ó? Quero ver o outro, quanto que eu ganho. Senhora? Ih, a gente vai ter que fazer tudo de novo, senhora. Ih, senhora. Opa! Password, se
We know
inscrever.
you're here.
A gente já falou, vamos de
name is
novo.
Well,
Blá, blá,
you were the
blá.
question, and I'm...
I wanted a hole in the ground. There's
You
no
did the
reason-
same thing to new kids.
There's
escolhi a
no
mesma
reason
coisa.
good enough. Are you?
When I came
I
to,
stopped it.
everything we went through must have been worth something.
We can blow up the place, but that still leaves him. What do we do with another you?
That's easy.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
Fuck that.
Aqui, ó. Ah, agora sim. Vai, moça. Vai, tio, agora
He
sim.
deserves it.
I
É, fala a
decide
mesma
how to deal
coisa.
with my past, not you.
Ou não.
I gave you an order.
Ih, rapaz.
Killing him isn't gonna...
Jack, if you can't, I will.
Caraca! Ah, então é assim. É, realmente muda umas coisas aqui. Caraca, a gente é mais renegado ainda.
Good. A bullet in the head solves everything.
I know that now. This room was my whole childhood. Give me a minute to look around.
Agora ficou interessante.
Go ahead.
Nothing's
Na
changed.
próxima vez eu vou parar
But
com a
it's all
emoção e deixar atirar em todo mundo.
Sometimes I dream that I'm back in this bed being tortured. I used to tie the sheets around my wrists and try to rip them off. I want to stop coming back here.
Tá ok, senhora. A gente foi o mais renegado possível.
I thought that room out there was the rest of the world. I'd pound and yell. Never did any good.
Minha senhora.
I used this table for everything. It was like my best friend. I'd crawl under it to cry. I was pathetic.
Mais alguma coisa? Eu acho que não. Então vamos colocar aí. Explode o bagulho.
See the scarring on the wall here? That's where I killed my first man. One of the guards tried to stop me. Instead, I stopped him. Okay, no more wallowing. Let's blow this place to hell.
É, senhora. E aí, vai. Explode. É, achei tipo, puta, mano, corre. Corre, viado. Nossa, foi rapidinho essa aqui, hein? Essa aqui foi voando.
I'll deal with it.
Take pictures.
Choque. E aí, João, tudo bom?
Touch me and I will smear the wall.
Que isso? Barraco.
Enough. Stand down, both of you.
The cheerleader won't admit what Cerberus did to me was wrong.
It wasn't Cerberus. Not really. But clearly you were a mistake.
Screw you. You've got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you.
Ó, as duas.
My opinion is the one that matters. You two, keep a deck apart at all times.
She can't be trusted, Shepard. She'll jeopardize the whole mission.
If we survive this, you two can tear each other apart. Until then, save your hate for the collectors.
She'll survive. I'll make sure of it. Then, I'll tear you apart myself.
You two gonna be okay?
It's a good thing you came by when you did. As long as she does her job, we'll be fine. Thanks, Shepard.
De nada, senhora. Ou eu puxava a orelha de uma ou de outra, ou das duas.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Alguma coisa pra comentar sobre isso?
Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to
Ah,
speak
ela
with
quer
you,
falar
in
mesmo
fact.
comigo. Ah, pronto. Conta, Samara. Olha eu, louca. Miranda.
I wanted to apologize. I didn't fully believe you'd be up to the task, and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've seen, I wish Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
Senhora, a Cerberus está errada.
I trust you, but I don't trust Cerberus. Your experiments cross the line.
All the time, yes. But I recall a Spectre who crossed a few lines while hunting down Saren and the Geth, and we'd be lucky to have you. Too many join us out of simple xenophobia. We need more people here for the right reasons.
E quanto a Jack, senhora?
What was Cerberus trying to prove by experimenting on children like Jack?
A mistake, no question. Not mine. And one that was corrected once we discovered the extent of the experiments being performed.
Tá, eu vi os seus monstros, senhora.
I saw your bases years ago. You were using Rachni, Thorian creepers, even husks to make your own army.
The husks were already dead. The Thorian creatures were mindless, and the Rachni were abandoned once we understood their intelligence. We weren't breeding an army, we were breeding expendable shock troops for high-risk scenarios. How many soldiers died in Saren's attack on Eden Prime? How many would have lived if we'd had just a dozen Rachni soldiers on our side?
É, e por que você gosta da Cerberus, senhora?
With your
Eles
intelligence,
pagam
you could
bem,
have
né?
landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
E tu, senhora?
The best thing he did was to put you on my squad.
You'd have done fine without me. I may not have believed it before, but I don't have what you do. That fire that makes someone willing to follow you into hell itself. My father got me the best jeans money could buy. Guess it wasn't enough.
You always bring up your genetic tailoring. It really bothers you, doesn't it?
This is what I am, Shepard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of that. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
Senhora, isso não é verdade.
You're not coasting on good genes,
Fazendo
Miranda.
amizade com os outros.
Your ability and your dedication
Do
speak
nada,
for
né? Virando
themselves.
Paragon.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate that.
Tem que manter a galera, né?
I should get back to work, but thank you for coming by.
Cara, ainda invejo ela com essas trocentas... esses trocentos negócios ali. Deixa eu dar um negocinho aqui. Ah, tá. Ok. Tá tudo ok.
Commander, what can I
Alguma
do
coisa
for
mais,
you?
senhora?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
Traduzindo, eu já falei com você. Pode ir
I'll let you
embora.
work.
Of course, Commander.
Tá bom, senhora. Ih, moço, precisava comprar os ingredientes pra tudo, né? Como que ele vai ser o Masterchef se ele não tem ingredientes pras coisas? E aí, Garus?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Definitely.
Ainda tá
Part
nisso,
of
senhor.
me still thinks we're crazy for even considering blowing off steam, but I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us before we throw ourselves into hell for the good of the galaxy.
I want that too, Garrus.
Glad to hear it. I'll do some, okay, that sounded bad.
É, só tá falando a mesma coisa. Se eu falar que eu sou amiga dele, eu destruo todo o relacionamento, eu imagino, né? Então vambora. Deixa eu ver se mais alguém tem algo pra conversar. Essa mulher aqui não tem. Mas pelo menos eu sei. Tênis, você tem mais alguma coisa pra conversar?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had
Sim,
been
ele
recording a
tem.
message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
Caraca, como assim? Do nada, ele vai, ah, olha uma mira laser, vamos jogar ali.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
E foi assim que se casou.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
É isso aí, ó. A história de amor de Qual que ele era mesmo? Drew.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Quem?
Who came for her?
Batarians.
Ah,
A
sempre
slave
batalha.
ring that was
Sempre os
preying on
batatinhas.
Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the shadow broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
Então, senhor?
You told Colliet that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Then, I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Agora... Nossa senhora, dá pra começar um romance com o Tali, mas não, gente, calma.
You're talking to your son again. That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
Que isso, senhora?
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Chamou do que, senhora?
Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Ah, pronto. Agora estão me dando nomes.
Do you need something?
Como assim, Siha, meu filho?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
Tá, ok.
I should go.
As you will, Siha.
Siha, as ideias. As ideias da senhora. Vamos pra cá então, falando em senhora. Kazumi, você tem algo pra começar? Seus traumas.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. Good thing you broke up that catfight between Jack and Miranda. I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hole.
E minha filha?
This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on.
Ei, senhora. Olha, cadê o Brut? Vou falar com ele, meu filho. Pare com isso. Você quer levar uns tapas na cara? Esse aqui é o Brut.
So the collectors did take New Canton.
Então vamos saber, né?
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time.
Garante com caros, container. Vamos lá falar com a Jack. Ah, faltou falar com o Grunt, né? Será que o Grunt tem alguma atualização pra nós? Esqueci dele, tadinho. O Grunt fofo.
Shepard.
Vamos ver alguma melhoria aqui.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Nothing else I can think of. I'm no tech. Enjoy what you got.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I'm branching out. Got a list of enemies now. They all give me joy when I picture cutting them, crushing them. There's this one imprint, a Solarian with the... what are they? The things on his head pulled apart? Bet it caused a generation of revenge. What is that, a few weeks for them? So what did you want?
Então tá.
You know, I kind of thought connecting with your past would bring stability.
See, now we're having fun. Me remembering good deaths, and you with your funny human thing you're doing.
Que as coisas humanas engraçadas.
To hurt things. Direction, control. That's your job, Battle Master. You're why I'm a soldier.
Tá dando uns bugs bem loucos aqui
like an animal.
na imagem do jogo, não?
You gave me purpose. Now let's find something big to kill.
É um negócio bem esquisito. Ai, é só assim pra ser Paragon também, né? Pra ajudar os amigos. Os inimigos. Vamos descer aqui, senhora. Tá, mais calma. Tu não vai mais explodir aqui o lugar? Era aí que eu tô presa.
I needed to wipe that place off the map. You took me there to do it, and I owed.
É nóis, senhora.
You don't know what it's like, Shepard, to have garbage like that following you. It marks you in ways you don't expect.
I've made a lot of hard choices, Jack. Like what to let go.
Hard to walk away from it. You'd think it would get easier now that the place is a crater. But what else do I know?
É, filha, o negócio é tenso. E matar o maluquinho lá te ajudou, senhora?
There was only one other survivor from that place, and you killed him.
It's the same thing as blowing the place up. Now I'm the only one who remembers what happened there. I want it gone. I want it all
gone. It's only in my head, and when I die, it dies.
Isso aí, senhora. Agora a verdade está com você. É
Do
a
you think
sua
you're different
verdade.
now?
I know that place is gone, but I still kind of want to kill every person I see. No offense.
Senhora, eu quero te ajudar.
You sure about this? I want to do whatever I can to get your head on straight.
Tipo, vamos começar a falar com a
Don't get
Kelly.
all therapist on me, Shepard. You're not the couch type. I hate that stuff anyway. Bullshit, prison, psych. You
Não
did me
fala
a
com a
favor,
Kelly.
and that's enough. More than I expected. I'll keep it together.
Tá bom então, senhora.
Hey.
Alguma atualização aí?
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
You want me to hit those L5X implants or not? This isn't my thing. You better take me up on it while I'm still feeling generous.
Caraca, do nada. A gente já pode pesquisar isso aqui. Era isso que tu queria, senhora? Não.
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm done talking. Come back later.
I picked up a lot of resources.
You want me to hit those L5X?
Tá, melhorias de arma. Não é aqui. Protótipos. É com ela. Então vai, senhora. Pronto. Já está melhor.
Hey.
O que tu achou?
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
I figured out those L5Xs. Consider yourself lucky. It's not like I keep a library of this shit around.
Isso aí, senhora.
I should go.
Okay, talk later.
Se quiser quebrar as coisas aqui, é só avisar, tá? Que a gente te coloca num lugar que você pode destruir tudo. Meu Deus. Tali! Falta tu, né? Eu nem vou falar com ele. Ele é uma DLC que ninguém se importa. Oh, deixa eu dar coisinha pros nossos peixes aqui, ó. E tirar o meu capacete. Poxa, o capacete, cara. Pronto. O capacete ajuda, né? Mas é um capacete. Esconde a minha beleza das minhas cicatrizes de ser uma renegada. Senhora, mensagens?
How may I help you, Commander?
Mensagens.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Então tá ainda feliz aqui, senhora?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Nós não vamos, senhora.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
É, isso aí. Nossa, eu vou mandar a braba nela, né?
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Só isso, senhora.
Okay.
Sem mensagens! Sem mensagens! Uau! Bora. Agora a gente precisa salvar... Salvar não, ajudar a Tali. É salvar a Tali, basicamente, de um negócio aí. Tá, onde que é? Ajudar Samara. E investiga, ajudar a Tali. Nossa, tá lá longe. É aqui? Ajudar a Tali, é. Caraca, isso aqui tá longe, hein? Caraca, tem 2 sol. E não tem mais nada. Deixa eu ver se tá tudo certo. Vamos embora aqui. Tá em órbita. Chegar e falar, gente, a Tali é inocente. Vamos levar... Tenho que levar alguém comedido nesse negócio. Eu acho que a Miranda pode ser uma boa ideia. Pera aí, que eu quero trocar a aparência. Mudar a aparência, mudar a aparência. Tá. Ah, só roupa preta até. Ó, vou mudar o aparelho da Jack. Voltar. Olha, ela tá com outra roupa. Vamos colocar a Miranda pra ser uma pessoa bem comedida. A Miranda já tá com uns 10 pontos dela. Até agora eu não terminei de fazer os negócios aqui, né? Esmagamento pesado. Força de esmagamento prodigiosa causa danos corporais dolorosos. Você abandona a força bruta em seu lugar, golpeia o alvo em seus pontos mais vulneráveis, capturando o oponente por algum tempo após o impacto. Eu acho que essa aqui é interessante. Alteração. Pronto. E a Tali, a gente tem um ponto, olha só, não vai dar pra nada. Tem 16 pontos. Agora, acho que a Tali eu já arrumei aqui as armas dela também. Vamos resolver os problemas dela. Vamos ver se dá tempo pra fazer outra Samara.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Caraca.
System has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Cara, eu gosto desse sotaque da Tali. É muito legal. E ninguém sabe como que são os Guardians sem esses capacetes, né? Ah, eu ainda tô com o capacete, Avas. Eu tirei meu capacete! Ah não, pera, eles estão todos com capacete, tá certo, tá certo.
I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Comandante, senhor da capitã.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Ok, obrigada.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Eita, que? Tem uma cena oculta, será o Legion com você, sabe? Quem é a Legion?
Let's deal with that later, Tali. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Ok.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a...
Talizora can't even get a body.
Mas todo mundo tá fofocando sobre a Tali aqui, pelo amor de Deus. Essa era a história de Legion, né? Sabe sim que é ou foi Shepard, o homem tem relacionamento com ela no 3. Ela te dá uma porta-retrato com uma foto dela revelando pro jogador que ela é linda. Olha, vamos pesquisar depois, hein? Necessitamos ver.
Talizora vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron, Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Senhora, tu vai participar do julgamento.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
E a importância do nome?
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Ok, vamos lá então.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized.
Ah, não vai falar
by
que eu
crying
sou advogado aqui, pelo amor de
And
Deus.
remember, an accused is always represented by his or her
Ah,
ship's
pronto.
captain.
Ah, vira advogada aí, mulher, ó.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
Não esperava esse negócio aí, não, senhora.
Tali, I'm not a lawyer. Hell, everyone thinks I'm part of Cerberus. Do you really think I can help you?
They're trying to turn the crowd against me. That's why they changed my status to Vast Normandy. This whole trial is a farce.
You underestimate us, Tali. Do not forget that you have friends as well as enemies. I delayed their attempt to try you in absentia. I convinced them to allow a human into our midst. You still have a chance. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay.
Boa sorte, Tali. Boa sorte. Como ser advogado sendo Paragon ou Renegade. Ih, rapaz.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kill us alive.
Que sei lá, é
The
isso aí.
accused Tali Zora of West Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Olha, concordo com ele, hein?
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
É, mas a culpa é sua mesmo. Ora! Se não são
Objection withdrawn.
as consequências das minhas próprias atitudes.
Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
É, fazer o quê, né? Tem que falar, né, senhora? Senhora, qual é o sentido dessas cacetas aqui, ó?
It's clear this trial's already rigged against her. I never expected the
Ah, eu vou
Quarians to hang one of their
cagar
own for
tudo
political
agora.
gain.
So, this is the human Tali Zora chose to serve instead of staying with the fleet. Charming.
Not helping, Shepard.
Não mesmo, senhora. Eu sou renegada.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Que ela é inocente.
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Ué?
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai.
Como assim, meu querido?
What? Oh, Keela.
Olha só, ela está chocada.
As you can see, Tali is as surprised as I am by news of a Geth attack.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
Ih, chamou de
intend
bolsa
to
de
retake the
bostão.
Alarai from the Geth. This proposal is extremely dangerous.
É, filho. Você vai provar a lealdade.
You think Tali's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Tu acha que ela vai morrer, minha filha? Vai. Confia, Tali, confia. Vamos levar o Grunt. Aqueles, né? Vamos levar o Grunt, ele mata todo mundo, a gente fica de boa.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Você tá bem, senhora?
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
A gente tem que falar com as pessoas e a gente chega lá e a gente descobre que ele tá vivo. E ele fala, foi uma emboscada de alguém.
We can talk with the admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed. Understood. Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Filho, vamos conversar com o pessoal aqui, pera aí.
Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Poxa, como assim, senhor? Pai, como que tá aí a sua saúde?
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
Tá arriscado pra você, hein, senhor?
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Isso aí, e a energia escura?
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Agora eu entendi por que essa missão foi... Quer dizer, entendi não. Por que ela seria bem legal pra... Por eles tiraram, né, a pena. Parece que realmente isso é interessante. Desse negócio de o sol está esquentando. Esse negócio tá estranho.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's son?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
E é problema grave, senhor? Conta pra nós.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Isso aí, isso aí. E a Brenelinha em raia.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
E você pode ajudar de alguma forma, querido?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
Confia, meu filho, confia.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Confia, vai dar tudo certo. Vai dar tudo errado.
Talizora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Aí você também deve ser a Tali, tá? Só pra lembrar, a Tali tava lá.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Porque ela tava mesmo,
Your
hein?
political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Tá bom, então vamos saber um pouquinho sobre a opinião dela dos Geths.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
Filha, e você acha que o Rael estava certo?
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Ah, tá. E como isso faz as coisas mudarem, senhora?
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Muito emocionante.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
Ah, tá usando nós, então, a Tali no caso.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Tá doidona? Me fala do laboratório na nave. Eu perguntei isso ou perguntei do de baixo?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Senhora, bora.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Bora que tem caroço desse ângulo.
We should never... Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Pitão.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Você fala a favor da Tali, senhor?
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor.
Você tem alguma informação, senhor Vitor?
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good.
Isso aí, espero que seja melhor, senhor. Nós vamos sair, bora.
Take care, Vitor.
Cuidado, Vitor.
You too. Be safe out there.
Não pode ser muito paragão também não, gente. Tem que guardar aqui, ó, os bagulhinhos aqui, ó. Segurar os paragão aqui. Tem mais alguém pra gente encher o saco? Tem a Shalana aqui, ó.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Ela foi esperta. Ela foi esperta, porque fala, se ela levar o choque de saber que o pai está morto, tem uma chance ali de que não foi ela, né? A não ser que ela fosse uma ótima atriz.
At least someone here's looking out for Tali. Will retaking the Alarai really help her case?
Tali showing a desire to correct mistakes she may have made will make up for a lot of lost ground. But more importantly, you may find evidence of what happened. With luck, it will exonerate Tali from any wrongdoing.
I'm supposed to care about that now? All I want to do is find father.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Nossa senhora, a gente tem um monte de coisa pra conversar aqui, minha filha do céu.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the guest presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
Não, boa ideia não, senhora.
The migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Tá bom, então. E as provas necessárias que a gente precisa?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Ok, a relação com o Rael aí.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Riel was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
Bolha, senhora?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Tá bom. Isso aí.
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Rael was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Agora eu fiquei na dúvida. Como é que esse povo sobreviveu por tanto tempo?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
Então não temos ideia nenhuma
You're
do
saying
negócio,
there's
né?
no
Tá bom,
data
então.
about the inside of the ship.
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
Vai, bora. A
We should move
gente
on.
só vai agora.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Eu digo isso porque se eles são umas pessoas tão frágeis assim, como é que o passado sobreviveu antes deles provavelmente terem esses trajes? Uma hora teve que ser criado, né?
I'm glad Admiral Ron got you leave to hit the Alarai.
Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. So, you stole the Nima's best crew member. I suppose I'll allow it, given what you did to those Geth at the Citadel.
Então você tá do lado da Tali?
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Meu filho, me fala aí sobre a luta internet dos almirantes.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
É uma proposta arriscada.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Ok, qual que é a história do Rael?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Os batatinhas.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation."
Ah lá,
He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. Brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Altas histórias, cara. E os outros almirantes?
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
Por que o Corris é tão ruim?
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Bora então resolver esse problema aí.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
E a Miranda fica só de olho nas tretas. Ela fala, Ah, é o chatão aqui, ó.
Tali Zoravas Normandy. I'm impressed that you returned to face these charges.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcoris Vasquibquib.
Oh,
do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Ai, meu filho. Qual que é o nome da nave, Zalcoris?
You have a ship named Quib.
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Pra aquela redacinha quip.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quip. And I will not flee because of petty insults.
Tá bom, Quib.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael'Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Eu vou ser a favor da paz, meu filho. Mas os Geths.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Ele é muito doidão, cara.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
Ai, tá bom, cara. Quib.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Tá bom, Quib, vambora. Quib. É pra cá que a gente tem que vir. Aí eu descubro que eu só tô dando uma volta no negócio, né? Ah, é pra cá mesmo. Ô, Quib, hein? Só vai nos dar trabalho, bora lá. A gente vai mostrar pra eles. A gente vai mostrar pra eles. Moço, precisamos ir pra coisa lá.
Oh, sorry. I mean vast Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of Vast Normandy.
Tá, você sabe o que está lá, senhor?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Ok, bora.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Kira, sei lá, é isso aí. Vamos com a Miranda. Miranda, que isso? A Miranda que lute. Junto com a gente, né, Miranda? Bora. Ih, rapaz, foi um aqui, ó. Bora lutar.
Enemies in front!
Senhora! Aí, ó, viu? Ai, ai! Senhor! Muito bom que agora não sei se o time está ótimo. Tem mais alguém vindo ali, ó. Maluco invisível, tá te vendo, safado? Tá vivo ainda? Não sei, né? É aquele tiro de aviso, né? Oh, meus shields! Ai, senhora!
We've got close targets. This should soften them up.
Para de ficar invisível, senhor. Eu já tô te vendo. Célula de energia. Abrir. O que faz? Ah, tá. É lá. Não é essa cela. Cela errada. Laptop. Acessar. Dinheiro. Mais alguma coisa? Não. Ô, Miranda. Obrigada. Drones reparados. Falar com Tali. Tali. Tem que dar a volta ali, senhora. E Tali, gente. Ah, tá. Chama.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
E o motivo para a seleção, senhora?
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
E os métodos de envio? Como foi o SEDEX?
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home and Father would send a small ship.
Ok, é um SEDEX diferente aí, ó.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever
Aonde
we
você
can,
colocou esse
whenever
negócio?
we can. Within reason.
Que bolsa
We're
é
not
esse, senhora?
But we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Senhora, que bolsa é esse que cabe um negócio desse tamanho? Que bolsa é esse? Ah, cabe muitas coisas no meu bolso, tá bom, aham. Sei, bolso, tá bom então. A gente acredita nos bolsos dela. Cadê o outro? Pronto. Créditos recuperados. Bora seguir. Oh.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Ih, rapaz. É pra lá, então vamos vir pra cá. Ai, quero mais coisas. E... não é esse. Aqui. Por um momento fiquei em dúvida. Opa, escudo Gets, ó, mais uma upgrade. Oh, com licença, senhoras. Tá, essa vai repetir. Tá bem batalha, hein?
Incoming.
É, fi. Cadê? Miranda, sai da Miranda.
Friendly fire.
Senhora. Créditos recuperados. Nossa, tô roubando os Quarian aqui também, né? Vocês já pensaram? E quando a gente pega esses negócios, a gente tá hackeando, pegando os pics deles. Ih, rapaz. Muito bom que enquanto eu pego os negócios, tá aqui rolando o áudio, né? Ah, não! Tô ouvindo! Calma aí, senhora. ó, atravessando. É, te vi. Quem são esses Gets perto do que a gente enfrentou lá no primeiro? Acho que a gente vai conseguir limpar o lugar aqui. Eu sofrendo pra limpar tudo, né? Vamos lá, senhora.
Go for the optics.
Oh, meu Deus. Acabou minha espala. Oh, shit. Morreu. Oh, não, tá viva. Senhora. Senhora, eu tô morrendo. Senhora, me cura, senhora. Ai, tô morrendo. Tô bem. Tô morrendo não. Toda ilusão de vocês aí, ó. Vocês ficam desesperados, achando que eu vou morrer. Não vou não, gente. Calma. Tudo faz parte do Keikaku. Means plan. Tem alguma coisa a mais? Não. Tem aqui, ó. Burlar. Burlado. Aí. Agora. Mais um Get morto. Fale com Tali. Tali?
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left.
E aí? Alguma coisa?
They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
E o que acha disso, senhora?
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible.
Aí a gente descobre que na verdade o pai dela que fez todo esse tramóio aí, né?
Father, you promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Bora.
We should keep moving.
Right.
Não quero ser Paragon. Não quero ser Paragon. Bora. Essa hora que eu poderia ter pego. Oh, meu Deus. Vai tá lotado mesmo, hein? Será que ele é a favor dos Geth também? Queria reviver todo mundo? Só pra zoar com a minha cara? Que... Ah, a Shepard vai destruir, eles fazem tudo isso aqui tão safado. Que isso? O maluco veio aqui na roupa aqui, meio louco. Minha filha. Estou ficando sem bala. Alguém pode me dar? Ok. I need balas. Não. Lugar nenhum. Ah, ali não dá pra passar. Ok, ele é tops. Mais dinheiro recuperado. Fala, a gente rouba o dinheiro, a gente pega o pix dos caras e passa pra nós só. Falando, gente. Os maiores ladrões desse lugar. E meu core, missão da Tali é muito boa, minha favorita. Estamos aqui, ó, descobrindo coisas da Tali. Acho que hoje não vai dar tempo da gente fazer o da Samara, hein? Já tá metade do tempo. Ele tava fazendo armas, senhora. Ah, por isso que ele queria um mundo novo. Ele queria voltar ao coisa antigo. Ih, rapaz. Tinha um bagulho aqui. Conhece ele, Tali?
Father!
Aham, conhece. Muito bem, inclusive.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this.
Abraço a Tali, é o que a gente quer, né? Ai, tá. Eu sou muito gada, gente. Sou muito gada da Tali. Mesmo que ela seja hétero, a gente é muito gada. A gente é gado. É a única interação que eu posso ter com ela. É um abraço.
I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come.
Vai que depois eu vou fazer um Shepard 1 só pra fazer romance com a Tali.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. The main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Rapaz.
Thanks, Dad.
E o que a gente vai fazer, senhora?
Do you want to get your father back to the shuttle?
No. Leave him. The mission comes first. It's what he would have wanted. Come on. Let's finish this.
Vamos terminar com tudo. A Miranda só observa. Miranda só tá nas observações. Tipo, então é assim que acontece. Ai, gente, a gente é muito gado, né? Da Tali. Mais um pra burlar. Será que tem como aumentar esses tempos de hackeamento aqui? Mas acho que já tá bem alto, na verdade. É eu que fico no desespero de ai meu Deus, tá acabando, preciso coisar. E aí, cadê? Vai? Não era aqui? Ah, não era. Tem uma escada na frente do corpo do cara. Ah, não é ali, onde que é? Modelo de nave. Ih, rapaz, vai dar tudo errado aqui. E agora? Tá todo mundo invisível. Vou dar aqui uma arminha aqui de leves.
Right there.
Vem, gente, vem, gente. Vai, utiliza ele. Ai, volta! Menina, vocês podem atirar, tá? Fiquem à vontade, gente. Libera o dedo aí das arminhas. Pronto. Ela fala, não, deixa pra Shepard, deixa essa trouxa gastar todas as munições dela. Isso aí, meninas. Deixa que se faz mesmo. A trouxa gastar tudo.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
Bora ouvir, senhora.
Play the recording.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No, we're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
Aí deu ruim.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Ih, rapaz. Eita.
Your father was deliberately networking the Geth to Sapiens to do weapons tests.
É, senhora.
That breaks our most sacred laws.
É.
Laws that predate our flight from the homeworld.
É, senhora.
Everything here is his fault.
Aham.
I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll...
Eles vão o quê,
We
senhora?
can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Seu pai está morto, senhora.
Railzora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he
Mas o que
ever
a gente vai
served
fazer,
on.
senhora?
He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
Ela tem um ponto extremamente bom e muito forte, porque, ó, pensa bem. Ela é filha dele também, ela vai estar se fudendo com isso.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Bom, senhora.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on.
Não se preocupe, senhora.
If we wait too long, they'll
Farei
decide
tudo
we're
para te
already
ajudar.
dead, and none of this will matter.
E como verdadeiros gados que nós somos,
We need to face facts. There has been no word.
não magoe a Tali, não magoe a Tali. Como verdadeiros gados, a gente vai ser Paragon agora. Vamos ver como que... Calma, senhora, deixa eu ver como que tá aqui. Ah, não, tá ok, senhora. Dá pra gente ser um pouquinho de Paragon aqui, sim. Dá pra gente ser Paragon aqui. Calma. Calma! Bora. Nossa senhora, que a Tali tá... A mulher correu muito na minha frente, ela só teleportou.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to
Ela tá
render
doida pra esse julgamento aí, ó. Cheguei, gente, nós temos respostas.
Sorry, we're late.
Tamo vivo. Vocês deveriam ter perdoado a Tali, porque sim. Não precisa parar. Não recuperamos a nave.
We cleared the Geth from the Alarai. It should be safe for your people to return.
Thank you. We sincerely appreciate your efforts to aid the Quarian people.
Viu? Isso significa que ela...
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Ih, senhora, tá me olhando com cara de Shepard.
Shepard, please.
Shepard.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Vocês estão desperdiçando nosso tempo, senhora.
Tali's achievements are the only evidence you should need. Come on, Tali. We're leaving.
What?
Drop the mic.
Proceeding.
Wrong, Admiral. This is a sham. You're trying to build sympathy for the Geth to forestall the war effort.
That is completely...
And you want all the messy experiments covered up so you can throw your fleet at the Geth. Do whatever you want with your toy ships, but leave my crew out of your political bullshit. We have no new evidence. You can accept Tali's word, or you can exile the woman who saved the Citadel from the Geth.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment?
É assim mesmo, falo na lata. E não magoa a Tali. Não preciso Paragon, viu? Não preciso Paragon. Só ser incisivo e não mostrar as provas.
Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges.
É, joguei na cara.
Please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Obrigada, senhora. Obrigada. Caramba, eu nunca tinha visto essa opção. É, você visse agora. Gente, aqui, ó, jogou na cara, na lata. Joguei, apontei o dedo na cara do almirante. Falei, é isso mesmo. Ela tá comigo, senhor. Obrigada. Não vou nem falar nada, então. Não se deve ir à guerra. Boa sorte da guerra!
With this trial over, I hope you can get back to more important matters, like taking your homeworld back from the Geth.
We'll drink a toast on the homeworld, Shepard. Mark my words.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zoravas Normandy. Kila Solai.
Aí eu mandei todo mundo pra morte agora, né?
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you
Ah, tá com o
said.
dedo na cara mesmo.
It's been a while since anyone shouted down the Admiralty Board. I think it was good for them. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Não está desapontado, senhora?
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Bora pra casa.
Come on, Tali Zora Voss Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
I'll take it.
Do nada, Miranda. Eu vou aparecer. Eu vou aparecer na cutscene. E eu gosto da opção, ela tá comigo, a chefe fala, eu não representei um dos seus, representei um dos meus. Não, poderia ter falado, né? Ela, não, vamos lá, recupera a casa de vocês. Yes, vamos todo mundo morrer, que digo. Isso aí, gente. Miranda apareceu do nada, sou linda. Exatamente, sou linda. A senhora. Ai, meu Deus do céu, daí ia dar uma mensagem da inteligência Cerberus. Blá, 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 blá. Tá bom, então, obrigado. Tem umas atualizações aqui pra fazer? Não, atualizações é pra lá. Deixa eu falar com a Tali, então. Aí, hoje não vai dar tempo de fazer o da Samara. Vamos que seja curtinho, a gente vai fazer na terça-feira. E a gente pode fazer o do Jacob.
Kila, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics.
Ih, rapaz,
All
relaxa.
that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
Foi um julgamento normal, senhora?
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually
Ah, isso não
get
foi desagradável?
unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
Contrário dos humanos, né?
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Minha filha.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of Geth. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
De nada, senhora. Você tem alguma melhoria pra gente
what
fazer
can I do
aqui?
for you?
Não?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
Ah, agora um é calibrar, outro é limpar motores. Tô entendendo assim,
Garrus
então.
put some crazy tech into the
Oi, senhor.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Não sei, eu queria falar com ela, não contigo, mas tudo bem, né?
Will do, Commander.
Tá bom, senhor. Eita. Isso aí. E o Garrus? Ainda tá limpando... Não, limpando os motores agora é a Tali. Ele calibra as coisas. Tá calibrando, meu querido?
Shepard, need me for something?
Você tá calibrando as coisas, meu filho?
Have you got a minute?
Definitely. Part of me still thinks we're crazy for even considering blowing off steam. But I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us before we throw ourselves into hell for the good of the galaxy.
Se você tivesse com a Shepard de homem nesse diálogo, ela ia ficar toda constrangida e se enrola nas falas. Uma hora eu vou fazer um Shepard de homem pra... Só pra isso. Eu posso responder, né? Assim, tô mesmo ou quero ser sua amiga? Eu fico muito... Eu tô dispensando ele. Eu tenho medo de dispensar as pessoas.
I want that too, Garrus.
Mas ele ainda tá procurando o site correto, tá vendo que a Shepard é um sorriso. Sorriso psicopata. Dá medo desse sorriso, gente. Vou até tirar print desse sorriso, gente. Não é possível. Esse sorriso não é normal, gente. Olha.
Shepard, need me?
Talk to you later, Garrus.
Peraí, senhora. Senhor, para de calibrar, senhor. Já tô encoxando ele aqui, ó.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
But I want to try it with you. I want a few moments that are just for us
Tirar print
before we throw ourselves into hell for the good of the galaxy.
I want that too, Garrus.
Glad to hear it. I'll do some research and figure out how to, you know. Okay, that sounded bad.
Sorrisinho dela. Tirei print. Depois eu vou pôr lá no Discord. Espero que tenha saído. Mas é isso aí, gente. Por hoje vai ficando por aqui. Não deu tempo de fazer o da Samara. O da Samara a gente vai fazer semana que vem, na terça-feira, junto com o do Jacob. Acho que o do Jacob dá pra fazer bastante. Acho que dá pra fazer... Quem que falta também? Vamos ver quem que falta. Falta o Jacob. Esquadrão, ó. Ó, Renegade tá subindo os negócios do Renegade aqui, ó. Invasão IA. Mas eu quero... Invasão IA. Eu vou encher os negócios, ó. Vamos ver aqui, ó. Ah, tem a... Tá, tem o Jacob e tem o Zaid. Tá, falta esses dois aqui e o Zaid. Mas a gente pode fazer o Zaid e depois alguma outra tarefa aqui, ó. Então vamos ver se a gente faz Samara e Jacob semana que vem na terça-feira. E sábado agora, já vamos até aqui salvar o jogo. Sábado agora eu vou fazer livezinha, 1 hora de jogo indie. Vamos conhecer um joguinho indie aí. Agora eu não me recordo o nome, mas temos joguinhos indies pra conhecer. Deixa eu falar com o Jacob e aproveitar um pouquinho antes de despedir. Não, saiu da live, calma. Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisinha pra falar antes da gente seguir.
Doubt my father's alive after all this time. Was there anything else?
Eu acho que não tem nada.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks.
Não.
Let's do this later.
É só depois que salvar o pai dele. E realmente vamos ficando por aqui. Jacob. Vamos ficando por aqui, gente. Então a gente se vê aí no sábado, quem for aparecer, ou na terça-feira pra gente continuar aqui as missões dos nossos queridos amiguinhos. E nós nos vemos então ou sábado ou olha, para domingo já, ou terça-feira, é isso aí. E bom feliz dia das mães aí pra todo mundo aí. E é nóis. Bom final de semana, galera. Falou, se a gente se vê sábado ou terça, depende quem tiver aí. Isso aí. Tchau. Pera aí que eu tenho que mudar aqui os negócios. Calma.